Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Faze, Blaziken, or Lucas here, and as always, I hope you guys are all having a great day so far, and wow, that felt really good to say that again. I haven't made a video in about 2 days. For those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I actually came down with the flu, and I've had a very high fever for the past 3 days, and this is like the first day where I really, have energy again and feel better, but, my voice is still kind of fucked, so just bear with me. Man, it's weird being a YouTuber and, not uploading videos when you want to upload videos. It just fucking sucks, man. It depresses the fuck out of you. There'll be times where I don't upload because I have something to do, or I don't really have a good idea that I want to make a video on. But dude, when you're sick in bed, dying, and you want to make a YouTube video and you have really good ideas, it just sucks when you can't make videos. I don't know, it really affects me a lot, when I can't make a video and when I have people tweeting at me and stuff asking where videos are. Anyway, so I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get sick, I have the most weird fucked up dreams. I don't even know how or why. I tweeted about it 2 days ago when I had this weird, crazy fucked up dream, and somebody tweeted back at me saying that when you have a fever, you hallucinate. A lot of people say that they don't really remember dreams when they have them. I dream a lot, and I remember a lot of my dreams, actually. Not every single part of my dream, but I remember good portions. But this dream that I had, I remember so well, and I wish I didn't remember it that well because it's so fucked up. It was honestly probably one of the scariest moments of my life because when I was having this dream, it felt so real. It felt like I was actually living it. I'm being 100% serious when I tell you this was actually one of the scariest moments of my life. It felt so goddamn real. When I woke up from this dream, I was completely covered in sweat and I was shaking because I was just so scared, but I was so relieved that it wasn't real. Before I tell you guys what the fuck went down, I need to make this 100% clear, okay? I do not take responsibility for how, fucked up this dream was. It is not my brain's fault, okay, people? I am not a fucking psychopath, okay? I'm just a young sloth with a very high fever and a kind of a colorful imagination. Alright, let me break this shit down for you guys. It started off at night at the Faze house, except the Faze house, wasn't exactly like the Faze house. It was a lot bigger. It was 3 or 4 times bigger than the Faze house. It had all the same rooms that the house does now, except there were a lot more rooms, and also the basement was really, really big, and the top floor where I am right now, there was only one room on the top floor, and that was my room, so it was kind of an attic, and it was the house was kind of like a pyramid, I guess. It went from really big at the bottom to kind of small at the top. So it started off in the basement, and we were all sitting around Rain's setup. He was playing Call of Duty, and we were kind of just all chilling and watching him play. It was me, Apex, Adapt, Rain was playing, Tommy, Faze Temper was there, his girlfriend Morgan was there, and then one other person who was kind of a random person was Logic was there too, which was kind of weird. Also, I forgot to mention this, but this entire dream took place in the future, and Rain actually already hit 10 million subscribers, and he has his 10 million subscriber plaque. So Rain actually starts talking about his 10 million subscriber plaque, and he says that the whole thing's made out of diamond. It's the most precious thing that he has. I don't know if the whole thing's made out of diamond, but in this dream it was worth a lot of fucking money. Like I said, we were just chilling and talking, and all of a sudden we heard somebody start to kind of walk down the stairs, and the steps were really, really loud, really hard and loud steps. So I'm thinking to myself, oh great, it's Nikon's big fucking ass walking down the stairs. The person walking down the stairs turns the corner, and to my surprise, it's actually a fan, a very young fan, 8 or 9 years old. And this fan, he has a shotgun on his shoulder, and it actually didn't look like a real shotgun in the dream. It looked like one of those BB gun shotguns because it had the little orange thing at the top. And as soon as the fan sees us, he starts freaking out. He's super hyped, he's super happy, and he walks towards us. And he's like, oh my god, I can't believe it's really you guys. I'm your biggest fucking fan. And we're all kind of really confused as to why there's a fan in our house. So Rain looks at the kid and he says, yo dude, that's awesome that you're a fan, but why are you in our house? And the kid just looks at him and says, I want to join Faze Clan. Super hyped, but very, very creepy. Just so you get a sense of the kid, he was throughout this entire dream, he was always, up until one point, he was always very happy, very smiley, very giddy, very creepy. Faze Temper says to him, dude, you can't join Faze, and you can't fucking come into our house without knocking or anything. So the fan, still hyped and happy as fuck, takes this BB gun looking shotgun and points it at Apex's head and says, I'm not letting anybody leave this room until I join Faze. Remember, this kid's 8 or 9 years old, tiny human being. Even tinier than Apex. I know, that's hard to believe. So Tommy gets kind of mad at this kid, and by the way, nobody's afraid or scared at all at this point. Tommy's like, kid, if you're a fan, why would you do this? And besides that, we're not gonna let you blackmail us into letting you be in Faze. Apex gets capped. The kid pulls the trigger, still slap happy by the way, and it's an actual shotgun, and it actually blows Faze Apex's brains out right in front of us. Still to this day, 2 days after I had this dream, I remember that so vividly, and you gotta remember that when this all happened, I thought it was real. I really did think that this was really happening right in front of me. My friend just got killed right in front of me by some crazy fan with a shotgun. Brains and blood everywhere, and everyone's just freaking out. It's a real situation as if it really happened. So then the fan, he looks up at Tommy, and he says, so can I join Faze now? Still in shock and in tears, Tommy looks at him and he says, no, we're not letting you join Faze because you're fucking blackmailing us. kid kills Tommy and his girlfriend Morgan. So now Apex, Tommy, and his girlfriend Morgan are all dead. One more time, I need this to be 100% clear. I do not take responsibility for what my brain dreamt. I had a very high fever, okay? And trust me when I say that this shit gets a lot weirder. So everybody else who's still alive at this point is kind of freaking out, having a little bit of a mental breakdown because the basement looks like the scene of a horror movie. Adapt's crying, Rain's just, I don't even remember what Rain was doing, but regardless, the kid like comes over to us, asks us one more time if he can join Faze. None of us answer him. So the little 8-year-old psychotic dwarf is not happy anymore. Remember, we're not talking about Faze Apex right now because, as I said, he's dead, okay? He comes over to us and he picks up me, Adapt, and Rain, all three of us with one arm, all of us by the shoulder, and he drags us up the stairs. He drags us into the kitchen. We're all still freaking out. Logic is downstairs doing God knows what. I don't even remember. Tommy, Morgan, and Apex are all dead, and he throws us into the closet, into the kitchen. We have like a closet in like the kitchen area. I'll probably throw up a picture for you guys on screen, but he throws us into that closet and he locks us in and he says, you guys are gonna stay here until you guys let me in Faze. The kid walks away, and again, the kid's footsteps are like loud as fuck. Like they sound like a large human being's footsteps. All of us are in the closet just straight freaking out about what the fuck just happened. But at the same time, we're all just like, how the fuck are we gonna get ourselves out of this situation? Like, what do we do next? Now, this is gonna sound stupid, but I've actually accidentally locked myself into that closet before, and there's actually a way to get out. So I remember that. I end up opening the closet, and before we leave, Rain says that we should all like split up because at least one of us will like make it out of the house. They're gonna be able to call the police and try and like save the other people. So we open the door and we get ready to run for our fucking lives, and I look to my left, I look into the kitchen, and the kid is there. He sees us trying to escape, and he gets very fucking mad. He starts screaming, his eyes start glowing red. He starts like seizing and convulsing like foam is coming out of his mouth. This little 8-year-old fucking Faze fan turns into like a big red demon. The kid literally turns into the fucking Antichrist. An Antichrist that apparently really wants to join Faze. So we all like freak the fuck out. We end up just running in all the separate directions that we possibly can. I run all the way upstairs into my room, and like my room, remember, is the only one up top. It's like an attic, and so I run into my room, I open the door, and Jev is like sitting on my bed with his puppy. I lock the door behind me, and I'm freaking out, I'm like panting, and Jev's like, what the fuck is going on, what the fuck? And I tell him like everything that just happened. I tell him that Apex is dead, that Tommy's dead, that most likely like Adapt and Rain are dead downstairs too. I tell him there's an 8-year-old fan in our house disguised as the Antichrist out to kill us all, and he doesn't believe a single fucking word I say. And then again, we hear these really loud footsteps, and they're coming up the stairs, walking towards our door, and as the footsteps are getting louder, there's like a glow, a fiery red glow coming from the underside of the door. And so I'm just like, okay, well fuck, I'm about to get massacred by the fucking Antichrist. The maniacal Antichrist midget dwarf opens the door, and by the way, we're not talking about Faze Apex, because remember, he's dead. He opens the door, he's literally standing right there, and he looks like the scariest, like he looks like a fucking demon. It's very fucking scary, and Jev starts freaking out, I start freaking out, we start hugging each other and just like screaming. Even Jev's puppy is hugging, holding on for dear life, and he's like screaming in a human voice too. The Antichrist fan walks over to us, he's standing over us, we're on our bed fucking screaming, he brings his hand up, and I wake up. I open my eyes, I sit up, I'm shaking, I'm completely like drenched in sweat, but I am so fucking relieved and happy and just praying to God that this wasn't real, because it felt so goddamn real and so goddamn scary. And like the feeling that I felt, the feeling of relief that I felt is so hard to explain. Like I felt like genuinely like happy and just good and comfortable, and I just felt like relief. I was just happy as fuck that this shit wasn't real. So yeah, if you can take any lessons away from this crazy fucked up dream, try your absolute hardest not to get sick, because I don't know about you guys, maybe I'm like the only one who this happens to, but whenever I get really sick and I have a high fever, I have some crazy weird fucked up dreams, and most of the time they're like not good dreams, they're nightmares. If you guys have any like crazy dreams, I would love to actually hear them. I'm sure that like some of them are gonna be way too long to explain in the comment section, but if you guys like want to make a video too talking about it, I'd love to see some of those. Dreams are crazy, like dreams are really interesting. It's like your mind is sleeping, but it's having these like crazy imaginations. But yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you guys did, feel free to leave a like. If you guys want me, I was thinking about possibly making this into like an animated video, like animating this whole story. I don't know if it'd be like too crazy though. You guys kind of gotta let me know if you want to see an animated version of this, and if you guys do, smash that like button or share it with your friends, because getting something like this animated with like the level of detail is probably gonna be like really expensive. Like I'm gonna have to hire like a really professional dude, but I'm down to do it if you guys want to see it. Also, I don't really know why I woke up like right as the story was getting interesting, or I guess right as I was about to die. I guess it's because like my heart rate got so fast, like right before I was gonna die, that I just like woke up and like got, I don't know, like I said, I had a very high fever. If anybody's an expert out there, why do I keep having really fucking weird dreams when I'm sick? I might be able to find it out myself actually. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great day. Always remember to stay slothy, and that's been it. Peace.
Yo, have we ever one-on-one on your channel besides?
I think we've done it once on BO2.
You remember who won?
I don't remember, honestly. I don't, dude. I honestly don't even remember if we ever one-on-one trick shotted before. I know we've like one-on-one sniped, but I don't know.
Ah, damn it.
But I hit the stinker. Oh wow, I knocked.
I'm just trying to stink you out here.
By the way, for those of you guys who, well, I don't really expect.